Today marks 1744th day of daily lessons, daily reflections, and today we'll speak about self-love, or how to really love yourself in a healthy way. I think that you can love yourself too little, you can love too much, and both of them are unhealthy, because when you have too little, that means that you will allow people to mistreat you. And if you love yourself too much, you will mistreat other people. And I think that is not healthy either. And I think that if you mistreat people, it will at the end of the day, you will stay alone. Because at some point, people will give up on you. Because the people don't want to be mistreated. And I think that other people who have little self love at some point will work on their self love. They will develop self love and they will understand that they don't want to be mistreated and they walk away. And I think that's why we need to really work on ourselves and being able to really say, like, okay, I love a little bit too much myself. Maybe I need to really remove that. And for me, I am a little bit into the sense of love myself too little and didn't create boundaries. I tolerate different things that I didn't need to tolerate. And I think that I needed to develop love. And I worked on it this year and I have such a much, much, much more healthy love for myself. And I think maybe I could still improve in that, but I'm much, 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 much more healthy place. And I today want to speak about what are the signs of a healthy self-love. There's more, definitely more, but I think that is a great foundation to start. Okay, like where I could start really measuring, because sometimes like, do I really love myself in a healthy way? How to measure that? And today we'll share like seven things that we're able to really ask ourselves and really start to really measure. Do I really love myself in a healthy way? So number one is you stop negotiating your worth. Because sometimes we feel that when we do not have enough self-love, we're not enough. And what happens then? That means that your life is constant performance. I know that. I used to work and work and work, and only when I work tremendously hard, and even then I get exhausted, then I feel enough. Because you negotiate with self your worth, and that is not a great place to be in. Because at the moment now, well, my self love is in a better position it used to be. Now I work because I love to work on things that matter. Not because I need to do that because otherwise I will feel not enough. And that's the angle is so different. I do something because I love doing that rather than I do it because I want to feel enough. And again, there's a beautiful thing that when you really change the mindset around it. How about you? You no longer abandon yourself to keep someone else. And this is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Again, that when you feel that you're not enough, or when you feel that you don't have enough love, for yourself, at that moment you will keep someone who is actually not right for you. So that means you will sacrifice patience, you will sacrifice peace, values, boundaries, identity, emotional safety. There are so many things that you will be willing to sacrifice just to keep someone in your life. And it's not worthy. It's not worthy to really keep that and waste so many great pieces of yourself. And I think that when you start to say, like, hey, I really need to take care of myself. I don't want to lose myself because rather than experience the pain of someone leaving, it's better to have a. It's worse than having the pain of losing myself because you can lose the person or you can lose yourself sometimes. Not only, like if a person is actually wrong for you, that means that if you allowing that person to stay in your life, you are potentially losing yourself. And when you love yourself, you're not willing to lose yourself. If you don't love yourself, that means that other person's presence is more important than yours. Number three, you become more interested in truth than comfort. And this is extremely important. So if you have too much of self-love, that means that you will, it might be that you will not want to hear the truth. You will not want to accept the truth. And I think that if you have too little self-love, we able to really avoid that truth anyway. But when you really have enough self love, that means that the weaknesses and strengths will not bother you. You will know that I want to be truthful to myself. I want to be honest. I want to reflect. I want to know exactly where I am, because now when I know exactly where I am, I'm able to grow. I want to improve. I want to become better. Because until I'm able to be very honest with myself, where am I? Where am I? With weaknesses, with strengths, uh, with my goals, with my vision. That means that really builds your understanding of reality when you have true self love, healthy self love. Number four, you stop confusing being needed and being loved. Because feeling needed sometimes feels powerful. Oh, this person needs me. But being loved feels peaceful. And I think that's extremely important to understand that sometimes that other person might need emotional support, money, stability, attention. But it's much healthy that it's love. So someone might need you without really loving you. And when you really have self love, you realize, okay, this person is needing me, not loving me. And when person needs you but doesn't love you, they will not do the right things for you because they need you. When someone loves you, they nurture you. It's like I really love example of flowers. That if you like the flower, you pluck it. If you love the flower, you will nourish it. You will water it. You put it in the sun. So those two are total different things. And when person needs you, he will pluck you out. When person loves you, it nurtures you. And it's a huge difference. And when we are with a person, we ask like, is this person needs me or is this person loves me? Because this person needs me. It might be that the healthiest thing for you is to walk away because they need to develop their capacity to take care of themselves, not needing anyone outside of themselves. Number five, you stop making your pain your identity. So you of course you say that okay, this taught me this made me better. It happened to me, but it's not who I am. So that means when you have enough self love, you start to really see in life lessons differently. It doesn't adjusted your being. It just adjusted your doing. So what I mean by that is that this is not who you are, but is the mistakes that you did adjusted the way how you do, how you behave. Your behaviors was a little bit moved to other direction, but doesn't move your identity anywhere unless you choose to really be better because of it. And you develop the character. And it's like this is who I am now. I'm more generous. I'm more kind. I'm more giving. More understanding. More compassion. Could you be looking into the positives rather than negatives? Number six, you become difficult to manipulate because your emotions are no longer for sale. And this is powerful. That when you have self love, your emotions is your emotions, nobody else. And when I improve my self love, I realize that I'm even much more chill driver. It's just insane. I'm driving a truck and there was a person that was sitting on a ride and it drove. I saw him from far away that is driving just in my lane and it just hit my mirrors and and it's interesting. I never thought that I will be such a unbordered driver. And I think that how you do one thing, that's how you do everything, and that's what is that you don't allow other person to control your emotions. Sometimes I've got to learn as well that sometimes when you think about the first experience of your emotion, it might be that very small frustration for big things. Is it valid to feel a little bit of frustration? That's yes. And then you catch yourself immediately and within 15 seconds, within a minute, you realize, okay, like this is where is my response now? It was valid for 15 seconds to feel frustration, but now I'm able to be choosing because I love myself. I choose my peace instead of someone else's behavior. And last one, number seven, you realize that self love isn't thinking about yourself more. It's more, it's self love is thinking about yourself accurately. So you're very accurate about yourself, about everything, about your relationships, about your finances, about your health, about your spirituality, about the situation that you are in. And because of that, it allows to measure your life in such a better way. And because you are such a accurate aware person about yourself because you love yourself, you love awareness. Now you're able to really make much better choices because you have clarity about yourself and you seek clarity, because I know that self love is clarity. Because if when you love yourself, you work to develop understanding who you are and what you want, because you're willing to work for what you want, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So how did you reflect yourself? This is a beautiful thing, like measuring how healthy is your self love. Because I said this is actually important to learn to love yourself in a healthy way. Now, of course, I share more on a sense that I more experienced that I was lacking self love, so I need to develop that self love. So I think that it's easier for me to understand that angle, because I bet there's a lot of people who really love themselves too much and have too high of the ego, have too much of the self righteousness, too much arrogance. And when you have those things, you can tell us like, I really don't want to be that kind of person, and maybe I really need to say, okay, how I could really move back and really love myself in a healthy way and really bring that humility into my life. For me, it's harder to understand that as well. But again, both directions might be necessary to really get into the healthy point of self love. So I hope you choose within and see you. So see you tomorrow.